And I think it also has to do with integrated testing.
Yeah.
So to the next question.
Before we go there, one more point on the previous slide, if I may. As the end user, what we're forgetting is we need to get permits in order to install our unit. Now, in the Netherlands, if you don't know, getting permits is a long process.
It's interesting.
Okay. It's very sometimes it's longer than actually doing the work. The work's the easy part.
Yeah.
Now, nitrogen deposition is a big topic within the government within the Netherlands. And before you do a construction of a concrete building, you need to simulate a model of how much nitrogen deposition, and that goes into the bigger areas model with the government, and then they tell you, yes, you've got a certain package, and those limits are stringent. And sometimes under construction with more civil works and more construction on site, you reach those limits or you don't get your permit. If I can take that away and put it in a different district in a controlled environment and reduce that, I've got more opportunity to get a permit in a solution like that. So that's also something to consider from an end user.
Yeah,
interesting.
Location is important. Location of the project is important.
I think one other challenge is definitely there, how to get the number of required qualified personnel on site. I mean, if you have a project of, let's say, 500 million, average size project, you'll need thousands of people on site. And more governmental organizations are going to require that you accommodate those people. So you need to arrange accommodation before you can get a permit to get them to site.
Yes.
How? I mean, this is the main challenge. I mean, finding them is one problem, but also accommodating all of them is definitely another one. So the more people you can eliminate from needing on site is the complete scheduling of the project will help.
Yeah, and specifically look at some of our projects which are in really remote areas in the jungle.
Yeah, then it's
getting a specialist to travel all the way there to go and troubleshoot an issue, which could have been done in 5 minutes if the fabrication yard was close to his office. That's solves a lot of resourcing issues if you can do it that way.
Great.
Sorry. We take up your time.
It's a good discussion.
Yeah, it's really well. Yeah.
So testing, Jürgen, how far can we minimize testing on site?
As system integrators, we go all out. So constantly as system integrators, we're thinking, what can we do now that we don't have to test on site? And this is back to the whole plug and play mindset, which means that if we have a client who is engaged with us and is willing to take that journey with us for off-site testing, is what field instrumentation can we simulate? What I/O can we simulate? What interfaces do we have with other buildings? And you will see that a lot of that work we try and test upfront during system integration off-site, which means that we really have a plug-and-play solution.
Yeah.
Too many times, I see that the challenge in projects is never the scope of one supplier. It's always the interfaces. Too many times, two suppliers get on site, supplier one picks up the cable, plugs it into supplier B, and the technical guys go, ooh, we have a problem.
Yes.
You don't want that on site, you want that off site, because then you can fix it. Right. So, but this obviously means that we need people who understand that and clients who are willing to understand when we give a tender proposal and we show a longer testing time, why are we doing this? Yeah. It's to save you cost on site.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you need a mature client to understand that, right?
Mm-hmm. True.
Yeah, here we are on table.
It's
really what you experience.
I agree with you. It significantly reduces commissioning time on site. Actually, when you test everything at the factory where everything is installed, connected, cables are connected, it's much easier to test them at the factory because errors always happen during the testing. Correct. Especially with the interface errors. So where you're getting a control system, for example, it's connected to switchgears, UPS, and VFDs and so on. In the end, interface errors always happen. So you better fix them off at the factory, better than fixing that at site. Because if you fix that at site, it costs you money and schedule. So get everything done at the factory, test everything at the factory, test the interfaces, especially if you have third parties, like example for a DCS system or fire and gas system, get them to the factory, test the interface, even if you are making some sort of simulation or test kit or something like that, get them, test the system, test the interface, everything goes to the factory, resolve the errors before the shipment and then ship everything to the site. It's only a plug and play for the external systems that's connected to the switch gears, and it's much easier.
And that also means when the commissioning engineer is on site, he's testing and something is not working, you're immediately knowing, okay, it's in the field.
Yes.
It's not in the building.
Yes.
The chance of the
Agree
building
with
is
you.
extremely low
Fully
because we've tested it.
Yeah.